In today's video, I'll be reviewing the brand new fragrance from Amouage called Love Delight. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as I said, in today's video, we'll be talking about the brand new fragrance from Amouage called Love Delight. One of my lovely followers on Instagram is the person who told me about this fragrance. And as soon as she told me about it, it was on my wish list. If you don't know, Amouage is one of my favorite brands, so I get excited every time they release something new. So this video will be a part of my Love, Like, or Letdown series. If you've never seen one of these videos from me, first of all, where have you been? I will link the playlist. But in these videos, I come on, give you guys my very first impression, let you guys know what I'm thinking of it at the time, and then I wear the fragrance for at least 6 more times, full body, and then I come back on in the same video and give you a full on review. So let's go ahead and get into my first impressions. All right, y'all, so here is the box. I'm so excited, y'all. This part is just a sleeve that comes off. Here's the actual box, just kind of like a plain but textured box. Beautiful. And guys, here is the beautiful bottle. I love it. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of like this muted kind of peachy yellow color, really pretty. And I will say the texture on these is different than previous Amouage bottles. So previously Amouage bottles, they may look opaque, but they're actually glass. This one feels like there's some sort of rubberized texture. It kind of reminds me of like NARS blush packaging or whatever before it gets dirty, if y'all know what I mean. But it's not like sticky or anything like that, but it has this smooth feel to it. Very interesting. Okay, Amouage, and I love the matte look. Okay, y'all don't care about the bottle, but it is gorgeous. Like, it is really gorgeous. All right, I think we're gonna spray it on paper first. I mean, I'm gonna spray it on my body, but let's spray it on paper just to see if I smell any difference. So here we go. Okay, I'm getting a bit of a sweet floral. Nothing, it doesn't really smell very Amouage-ish, to be honest. And I mean that by saying it doesn't smell that complicated, but it does smell good. Okay, so let's spray it on body. That's probably too much. I forgot this was Amouage. Oh well, we're here now. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm getting like a sweet, fruity floral. It definitely smells like there's some sort of vanilla or even like almost like a marshmallow base. It's definitely a more gourmand, fruity floral. And it smells very creamy. Maybe a slight bit of a soapy vibe that you can get from like white floral sometimes. Sometimes I get a soapy vibe specifically from like jasmine. So I feel like I'm kind of getting that too. But yeah, I'm gonna let this dry on my skin. I'm gonna say first spray, very first spray, very first impression. It smells really good. It doesn't smell how I expected. So I guess I'm gonna put it at a high like for right now. I don't wanna say a love. I'm gonna say a high like for right now. However, stay tuned because within this same video, after I get a chance to actually wear this fragrance experience, I'll be coming back to give you guys a full review. So we'll see if my opinions stay the same, if they change. I don't know. I hope it turns into a love because I always hope it turns into a love, but sometimes that doesn't happen. So stay tuned. So it's been 6 days since I received this fragrance and started wearing it. I've worn it, I think, either 6 or 7 times. And so I feel like now I'm ready to give you guys my thoughts on it. So when I first spray this fragrance, I get a blast of like a fruity ginger floral combination. When I smell this, I feel like I'm smelling something like an orange, maybe like mandarin or something like that. Definitely ginger that gives it a little bit of bright zinginess and some florals. I'm not even sure what type of florals. I would guess some sort of white floral, but overall I'm getting this sweet, citrusy ginger floral. As this fragrance continues to dry down, I do feel like it sweetens up more. So the ginger is still kind of there, and I feel like that definitely adds to the fragrance. The ginger kind of hangs around, the citruses kind of hang around too, but it just gets sweeter. So I feel like once this fragrance dries down, it becomes more of a sweet, I don't want to say marshmallow, but it definitely puts me in that realm of sweetness, but not like extremely sweet, but definitely like a more like maybe let's say a gourmand vanilla sweetness is added to the florals and the ginger citrus combination. And for me, that's pretty much where this fragrance stays for the life of it. So again, just to reiterate, it opens up a bright, juicy ginger floral, and then as it dries down, it becomes more sweet, but the ginger floral nature is still there, and it kind of takes on this marshmallow type vibe, but not as sweet as a lot of marshmallow fragrances that I'm used to. So I would have to say that this fragrance to me is definitely for women. I can't really picture a man wearing this. To me, this is more of a pretty girl, a feminine, elegant type scent. Now, when it comes to projection and longevity, I feel like Amouage is known for having some really good performing fragrances, and I feel like Love Delight is no exception. So to me, this lasts a good long while on the skin. I would say I've been able to get at least 8 hours of wearing this fragrance. Now, this fragrance is not like a huge projector like some of the Amouage fragrances are, but I still feel like it gives you a good bubble of scent, and I feel like that good bubble of scent around me lasts for most of the time that I'm wearing it. I would say it turns into more of like a skin scent anywhere between the 6 and 8 hour mark. So overall, I kind of judge that as being like average projection and great longevity in my opinion. Now, this fragrance to me comes off kind of fun and flirty and feminine, but also very elegant. Although it's classified as like a floral gourmand, if you're used to smelling very sweet gourmand florals, this is not one of those. This one has like a tempered down sweetness. So the sweetness is still there, but if a lot of fragrances that are described as floral gourmands are too sweet for you, this one could possibly work for you. So with that being said, I feel like the best time to wear this fragrance will be spring, summer, because to me, when I smell it, it smells happy. It smells like springtime. And I don't think that it's too heavy to wear during the summer. Now, y'all know I live in Florida, but we've had a kind of decent range of weather right now. So there are some days where it was hot. I think the first day I wore this, I think it was over 80 degrees. And then we've had days where it's been kind of cold. So I wore it and it was like 50 degrees. So I've had kind of different weather to play around with this in, and I felt like I just enjoyed it more on the hotter days. I could smell it on the cold days. I think it's enough to stand up during the cold days, but for me, it just gives me that spring type of mood. So this is not really the type of fragrance I like to wear when it's cold, but you know, you do you. For me, this will be spring, summer. And as far as where I would wear this, I could wear it to any type of like daytime occasion. So like brunch, I wore it to lunch the other day. I could see myself wearing this to church, anywhere where I want to feel just very feminine. Now, would I wear this on a date night? Probably not. I've worn it at night while I was testing it, but generally this is not the type of fragrance I personally would pick for a date night. So is this fragrance unique? I would say it is unique, but not in the Amouage unique kind of way. So Amouage is known for making very complex, kind of hard to understand fragrances. A lot of people can't get down with Amouage because of how complex they are. I would say that if you are one of those people who is scared of Amouage, you don't need to be scared of this one, because I do feel like this kind of sits in the realm of being more likable, mass appealing. And although I do classify it as being unique, and we'll kind of talk about that a little bit more when we get into the comparisons, I do classify this as being unique, but to me, it doesn't feel as unique as a lot of other Amouage fragrances. Okay, now for the comparisons. I really like to do these comparisons because I feel like it really helps you guys to understand what a fragrance may smell like. So the very first fragrance we're going to compare it to is Love Don't Be Shy Extreme by Kilian. So again, this is the extreme version. If you've never smelled this, this is a sweet like marshmallow orange blossom scent with some rose. So if you smell the original Love Don't Be Shy, this one is less sweet, it's more floral, and just overall like more elegant in my opinion, a little bit easier to wear. So when I compare Love Don't Be Shy Extreme to Love Delight, I do feel like they're in the same family of fragrances. Are they the same? Absolutely not. Like this one has that kind of orange blossom kind of feel to it, but to me it kind of smells more like the fruit orange and some other type of floral, whereas Love Don't Be Shy Extreme definitely smells like more orange blossom marshmallow. That probably didn't make any sense to y'all, but they don't smell the same. They're in the same realm, and I feel like if you have one, you could definitely have the other. But where these really differ, in my opinion, is that Love Delight, to me, just kind of smells brighter because of that gingerin and the citrus aspect, as opposed to this one smelling more like floral sweet. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, the next fragrance I'm going to compare it to is the one that I thought about the first time I wore Love Delight and for the continuation of me wearing it. So the fragrance that I think it compares most to is Oriana from Parfums de Marly. Now, Oriana has also been compared to Love Don't Be Shy, and I see the similarities, but I think they are different. So for me, when I smell Oriana, I get this beautiful sweet marshmallow floral. At the top of this fragrance, there is some fruitiness, and to me, the fruitiness in Oriana smells like raspberry. So what I get overall from this fragrance is a sweet kind of juicy raspberry mixed with orange blossom. There is like a whipped cream or some sort of note like that that gives it some creaminess, and definitely marshmallow, but it's not extremely sweet. It's sweet and feminine and playful and girly, but it's not extremely sweet. So with that being said, Love Delight definitely reminds me of Oriana more. This would definitely be the one that I think is the most similar for my collection. Now, could you have both of these? Definitely. Do you need both of these? I don't know. They don't smell the same, but I do feel like they sit very closely in that same like family. What does make this different again is definitely that ginger. This one smells brighter, whereas this one smells more like almost like powdery. It reminds me of like the powder on the outside of a marshmallow. That's the kind of texture I get from Oriana, whereas Love Delight kind of leans like a brighter sweet floral for the life of the fragrance. So I do think these are different. And I think whether or not you need both of them would be up to you. You know, if you really like this type of fragrance, like the Floral Gourmand fragrance, then I think there's definitely room to have both of them in your collection. However, if you're not super into this class of fragrance, you probably don't need both of these. So that would be up to you. They're not dupes, but I do feel like they're same family. Amouage Love Delight currently only comes in the 100 ml bottle, and it retails for $380. All right, so we're basically at the end of this review. And if you've never seen one of these videos from me, this is the time where I let you guys know if this fragrance is a love, a like, or a letdown for me. So right now in the comments, I want you to go down, pause this video, go down into my comments and tell me your guess. Is it a love, is it a like, or is it a letdown? Okay. This fragrance is dun, 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 a extremely high like. So I feel like this could grow into a love, and I do love the smell of this. So don't get me wrong about that. I love the smell of this. I think this is a pretty scent. I think it's feminine. I think it's girly. I think it's all the things. I think it's mass appealing and gonna be a great seller for Amouage. The reason that it didn't quite make it to love for me is because of my expectations from the Amouage brand. So I love Amouage. I love the complex scents. I love to be surprised. I love to have a fragrance that some people don't like, but I love, you know. I'm that type of girl. So for me, I just wish it was like a little bit more like something, like give me a pow something. I'm glad they put the ginger because I love ginger and I definitely think that is important to this fragrance. But at the same time, it's not giving me the complexity that I'm used to from Amouage. Is it a beautiful scent? Absolutely. Will I wear it? Yes, and I will enjoy it. And I think it's a great scent for what it is. Now, although it's not quite a love for me, don't worry, this is not going anywhere. Like I said, I love the scent. I just wanted more from Amouage. But I will say, if you are not really into Amouage fragrances, this is one you want to get your nose on. I think this is going to be very popular. I think it's going to be very well loved because it's that kind of scent that I feel like a lot of women will understand. And even if they're not really into niche fragrances, this could be like a easy step into niche for a lot of women. I also feel like I'm not really mad at Amouage for releasing this because they kind of, as a company, of course, they appeal to people that are really into fragrances, but as a business, you probably want to appeal to as many people as possible. And I feel like this is going to be the go-to scent for women from the brand. So the sales associates probably will have no problem selling this at their counters because I feel like it's just going to be a really well-liked fragrance. So if you guys have tried Amouage Love Delight, I would love to know what you think of it. Do you love it? Is it on your wish list? Do you want to like maybe get a sample of it? Let us know what you think of it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I have tons of videos you can check out in your free time. Also, check out my website. It's www.simplyayesha.com. Over there, I do talk about fragrance, but I also talk about other things that I enjoy. Get on my email list so that we never lose contact. If you want to connect with me more, follow me over on Instagram. I'm in my stories almost every day, and I love to chat with y'all in the DMs. And recently, I got TikTok, so follow me on TikTok as well. I do try to do different content on each platform. All of my social media links will be down in the description box below, as well as links to the products that I mentioned in this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.